for the dis.
Oh, played that too soon, guys. Hey, what's cracking? What's going on, y'all? Today I'm dropping another video. It will be on Atozy. Disrespectful IRL streamer is scared he ruined his life again. Or ruined his life. So this is, if I'm not mistaken, what is his name? He's gonna tell me his name. He's the guy that went to Johnny Somali. Yeah. He went to these different countries and he decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a little prick and I'm going to annoy people and say fuck you to their customs and just be a complete dickhead. So we're going to watch this and see if there's any update on the homeboy, because I know that he was going to be seeing some jail time. But if you don't know who he is, you'll find out a little bit about him in this video. As far as who I am, I do react content. I react to drama and bullshit like this. I react to basketball content, you know. Whatever you guys may find interesting, I will react to. Don't worry. By the way, I don't know if I'm going to start doing this soon, but I like wrestling, WWE and shit. I might be reacting to stuff like that soon. I mean, I am going to WrestleMania. That is happening. But Nonetheless, let's not get too far off topic. Go ahead and add the Discord. The link is up here. And shoot a like, subscribe to my channel. Let me know if there's anything that interests you that you would want me to talk about. And let's get this shit started, y'all.
Disrespectful IRL streamer, as he's now facing a new crime charge, and if things keep going this way, it'll be inevitable for him to be stuck in Korea's prison system for a while. In my last video covering this guy, I said that it would likely be my last update on him for a while, as there wasn't really that much Johnny could do, you know, considering that one of his mods confirmed that his equipment had been taken away from him.
I've heard now that he's starting to go broke over in Korea.
He will, because he has to stay till March, the 5th of March, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
He can't stream because he does not have a work visa, and his phones and laptops are at the police.
They're with the police?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And at least it has been a little while now, considering it's the next year. Happy New Year's, by the way. But I might have been wrong, because apparently he got access to another phone very quickly since he's been back on his Discord server, and he also created a new YouTube channel. And he's been messaging on his Discord server, as you can see here, but we'll get back into that later. But obviously, this is Johnny Somali, a disrespectful IRL streamer who's essentially known for going into other countries that are extremely high-trust societies, only to push everyone's boundaries as far as he can. And the dude clearly believes that he'll get away with anything that he does, because, get this, he keeps pushing the limits, and he keeps on getting thrown into jail cells. But that doesn't stop him from saying, I'm gonna beat this case like OJ. I don't think OJ is the person you want to aspire to be.
Listen. Speaking of OJ, bad person, terrible person, not okay person. I'm just saying that. Want to make sure that is known, 100% known. The reason why so many people were okay with the fact that OJ, quote unquote, got away with it was because of the heightened racial tensions that happened back in the 90s, where there were, didn't Rodney King just get beaten? And the police got off on that. So they're like, hey, they get off with a crime that we all saw and knew happened. Okay, I guess OJ get off on the crime. That's not okay, and that is not how our court system should be. But that's the reason that should happen. Nonetheless, Johnny Somali, you do know that there's not a single black person that doesn't believe OJ didn't do that shit. He did that shit. We believe he did that shit. So if you're saying I'm going to beat the case like OJ, you're just stating that you did that shit. You're just hoping that you're going to get let off. But again, remember, like I said, heightened racial tensions is the reason that case ended the way it did. Bro, they don't care about your black ass out there. Like, you did that shit, you're going away, my brother. I don't know what to tell you. So let's get
We've been covering this guy for a little bit over a year now, and in the meantime, he's already been to Japanese jail, detained in Israel, and he's now stuck in Korea for always repeating the same behavior over and over again. And as we know, the court date has been pushed back from December 20th of 2024 to March 7th, 2025. And now the guy is desperate because he's stuck in Korea, he can't work, he doesn't have his passport. There's not much to do then. And the reason he can't work is because he doesn't have his work visa, and he doesn't have most of his equipment, as that was taken from him. So at least for now, he can no longer do his job, which is essentially running around in public harassing innocent people. Because if he continues to do that, even if he gets new equipment, he doesn't have his work visa, and that can just add even more charges to his already ongoing legal case. And then to make things even worse for the guy, he's still being hunted by the South Korean population with a bounty for those who can catch and smack the Golden Goblin. That's what the Koreans have dubbed him. The reason for this name is
Smack the Golden Goblin. Can you imagine that shit? Imagine that you have pissed off people beyond the pale to the point that they call you not only a Golden Goblin, but they put a bounty on your head to smack the shit out of you if they find you. I would not go outside ever. Are you fucking kidding me? There's a bounty on my head for people to smack the shit out of me. The fact that there's a bounty on you is crazy enough. That's absolutely fucking insane, bro. God damn. What the fuck are you doing?
Because apparently a golden goblin is someone who drops a loot, and the loot is the bounty they get for smacking him. So there we go. So it's safe to say the dude is terrified, but I don't really have that much remorse for the guy. It seems like, as we've covered here on this channel, he's dug his own grave. He's had 80 million outs, but he just keeps doubling down and just continues the same behavior. But because he'll actually have to face consequences for his antics for the first time in a long time since Japan. In Japan, he only got 3 months, but apparently that wasn't enough to deter him. So now he's back for round 2 in Korea. But by the way things look right now, it looks like he'll be getting a lot more than 3 months. And the dude is afraid that he might have actually ruined his life forever. Not only because, he might get some serious time, but also because he has no valuable place to stream currently. And clearly, that's what he cares the most about. And the newest update on Johnny is apparently there's a new charge. The dude committed a new crime. Or, well, it happened before, but the charge came from, because he live streams everything he does. So one of the victims and the companies that saw it, or that it happened to, they went, hey, we're filing a charge for that. So this information was first reported on Bang TV, a South Korean YouTube channel, on his community tab. And here it says, fortunately, in the case of Jung Sung, I might be butchering names here. I'm so sorry. Passenger bus number 271. Jung Sung is apparently the name of the company whose bus Johnny was on. The victim was identified. The bus driver in the video gave a statement, and the Jung Sung passenger bus manager, who was on the bus at the time Johnny was on this bus, gave a statement about witnessing the obstruction of the business. So this guy really chose the worst possible bus to essentially do his antics on, because what are the chances that Johnny Somali is on the same bus as the bus company manager? I mean, that's just a full circle moment.
That's fucked. You get caught on the same bus that the manager of the bus company is on. So you get yourself fucked. So now you can't make money. You're probably not going to be able to use the bus system anymore. Like, that's just, you're fucking yourself, and you're stuck there until March, and you don't have your passport. Like, dude, you're going to be homeless in another country because you wanted to get the LOLs, the LOLs, the funnies. You're going to be homeless because you wanted to be a troll. That's crazy. In another country, nonetheless. That's crazy.
So Johnny, I guess, was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he documented and uploaded all of it. So the charge of obstruction of business was acknowledged, and the case was sent to the prosecution. And if he gets a couple more of these business obstruction charges, he can't help but go to prison. Because don't forget, he also has 1 charge of obstruction of business for the ramen incident at the 7-Eleven. Now he has a second.
You're a fucking child. What is the point of this? Why do this? Why do this? Cancel Johnny. Like, bro, your whole thing is like, cancel me, bro. You're not going to cancel me. Anyone who runs on a personality like this, like, you can't cancel me if you try, is a pussy motherfucker. Like, they have nothing to contribute to the world, and all they want to do is see if they can piss you off as much as they can. And it's just, it makes absolutely no sense, because it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Cancel me, bro. Cancel me. Cancel me. You won't cancel me. It's like, you are a grown-ass adult. What is wrong with you?
So for 1 charge of obstruction of business, he would likely have to pay a fine. For 2 charges, he might face a few months in prison. For 3, this number just keeps adding, and then 4 and 5 and so on. So I mean, like, if he just keeps getting these charges, he might have to sit in prison for a while. And Andrew from Legal Mindset explained why this is an obstruction of business.
This right here, when the bus driver has to get up and handle you and yell at you, that's obstruction. You are causing a delay. If you guys don't know, in case you guys haven't been to Korea, buses tend to run on time. And if you are in any way delaying the timeliness of a bus, that is huge. That is absolutely big, because that same bus is driving back and forth all day. And if you've messed them up by 5 minutes, that messed up the whole schedule for the whole day. So this is a big deal.
So yeah, at this point, it's pretty much inevitable that Johnny will be facing some time in Korea's prison. Now we just...
Homie's gonna face time in Korean prison because he decided to be a little troll. That's why. He decided to try to get people to cancel him and to piss people off. Man, I've been making content so long that it's nighttime. We turned my light on, bro. Listen, the way I make my content is a little bit of a tangent, but I like if I have some free time, because school is starting up tomorrow. So I know y'all see the past few videos. I probably had the same hat. I've been trying to record as much content as possible. I've been recording since like 9 o'clock, editing and throwing this shit up. And it's nighttime now. Because this is gonna be my only free day, so I'm gonna try to pack as many videos as possible so you guys get content every single day. Because like I said, I'm trying to get my face out there as much as possible. But if you guys see a new hat, that means it's a new day. But let's continue, y'all. Like I was saying, with this shit, you're gonna be in a Korean prison, dog. I'm not one to know about Korean prisons. I'm not one to know about any prison, but I can tell you what, the conditions are probably not the best, and you're gonna be in a country that you don't know. And also, being a black person in today's prison system, yeah, that could suck. Being a black person in a Korean prison system, where it's just Korean people, you're going to have no one to relate with. You're going to have no one to buddy up with. You're going to be completely on your own. And you're not even on your own for a charge where people might fear you a little bit. You're on your own because you decided to be a little prick and a nuisance. No one's going to fear you. No one's going to respect you. No one's going to think, oh, maybe your charge is not that big of a deal. We can talk to you. And nope, they're going to think you're either an annoying piece of shit. They're not going to do anything with you. Or they might threaten you and do shit to you. So fucking stupid. You don't go to another country and think you can just get away with whatever you want because you want to cancel me. Cancel me. You can't do it.
Kind of have to wait
So
for how
stupid.
much this time will actually be. But other than that, his best friend in Korea, Hank Yu, who is also, I guess, his co-conspirator in a lot of his live stream antics, he recently had an interview for the podcast K-Town Social Club, where the hosts made sure to question Hank about his friendship with Johnny Somali. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, since this lore just keeps on adding new characters to the roster, Hank was one of the guys who screamed at Johnny to stop drinking in that video where all of them were allegedly in the back of a police car being hidden away from the Korean citizens who were hunting them.
Hold on. Cheers. Stop drinking in a cop car, man. That's not on camera. Or I'm gonna drop everything, man.
We're not drinking. We're not drinking. We're not drinking.
Hey, please, bro.
It's not on camera.
You follow my orders. We're not helping you. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, lie. This is not Japan. Americans have way more freedom here.
We guys always were.
Protecting us. We in the back of the police car. Come and get us.
Yo, they gonna look at these films. They're gonna be like, oh, hell no. I said stop
And
drinking.
he was also the other friend
I just fucking lashed out, dog. Oh my god. I can see why this motherfucker is getting the hate that he's getting. Like, the motherfucker told you to stop drinking in the back of a police car. You continue to keep drinking. It's like you don't care you don't care about common respect. You don't care about general respect towards people. And you're shocked that you're in jail. And now you want us to feel bad for you, that you may be stuck there until March. You might end up getting prison time, and you may never be able to come back to your home country. No. Why would
friend
I
of
feel
Johnny
bad?
alongside of Gino in this video where they were all beaten up by South Korean citizens. So maybe they really needed to be in the back of that police car for protection. So now that our memories are refreshed, let's take a look at what he has to say.
I don't agree with everything what he does, but I do support his freedom of speech. And
What do
the
you
reason why
agree with? What do you agree with that he does?
I agree with pissing off Korean Xers. For sure.
Xers?
Generation X, yes.
What? So you just help Johnny harass random people in Korea, who many aren't even Gen X, because you dislike Gen X? Interesting.
What did Generation X do?
Generation X is the worst in Korea.
Yeah,
Have you guys
explain it. Well, why are they the worst? What do they do?
So do you know the Generation X attitude, like, how dare you disagree with me?
Okay. I mean, I think that's just
What is Gen X, y'all? Is Gen X the older one or the youngest one? Or is Gen Z the younger one? Or is that Gen Alpha? I hate gens. Generation X is the older one, right? Generation X. Yeah, they're the older one, between 1960s and the late 1970s. Okay. So he doesn't like old people. Is that what we're getting at? He doesn't like old people? Okay.
boomers too, right?
Boomers too, but boomers, I believe they have their own reason because Korea was actually poor then.
Yeah, but Johnny was not just going after Generation X. He was mostly targeting like Gen Z Koreans on the street and like harassing them, no?
Yeah, he was harassing everyone. He wasn't just harassing old people. And even if he was just harassing old people, he's still a piece of shit. Like, I don't understand.
And boomers
Gen
too.
Z,
I thought
Gen Z actually loves.
pretty sure zero Gen Xers were comfort women too. So
Well, that's a good point. And I heavily doubt that the average Gen Z Korean loves Johnny. That's definitely not what I've heard.
I know, but Gen Z actually love Johnny. Trust me.
That's
You mean like 90% of Gen Z love Johnny, or
Okay, so that boomer that was in the convenience store in the 7-Eleven that was getting harassed by Johnny, that woman deserved to be harassed like that?
and have thrown stuff
Like-
thrown.
Oh,
at them.
no.
The ramen?
No,
What does
that
freedom
I
of
actually
speech have to
disagree
do with action?
Okay.
That I actually disagree with.
So you have a line then.
Oh, well, thankfully you don't agree with everything he does. So he's saying he's doing all that with the sole purpose of pissing Generation X people off. I mean, he says he's a free speech supporter, but what Johnny did and has been doing all along isn't really a matter of free speech. Like, I would even risk saying that it has never been a matter of free speech. No. Like, the dude has just straight up been harassing and threatening people. Yes. Free speech obviously is extremely important, but so is not being harassed and used for content by random streamers when you're simply walking in public. Like, come on, if you are commuting on a bus, one of the last things you want is some streamer to shove a rotting fish in your face and laugh at it while he's live streaming your reaction for his content. People do not want that to happen in society.
So you say you support Johnny Somali's right to free speech, right? But then when you continue to hang out with him after he then gets violent with people and puts his hands on people or does break the law, you do realize you're no longer supporting his freedom of speech and you're just supporting his illegal behavior, right?
Right, but Johnny never actually put his hands on people.
He has threatened to, hasn't he?
He's threatened to assault someone? Like, assault someone? That's crazy. What the hell is beeping? That's crazy. He threatened to assault someone, like, sexually. That's not acceptable. What the hell is Am I tripping? Sorry. Someone was fucking beeping. I don't even know what that is. Anyway. Okay. I'm sorry. If Johnny Somali were to threaten anyone I'm with, my sister, my mother, my wife, and threatened to assault them sexually, Johnny Somali would have a hard time getting to the prison. Or maybe I'd be there myself. That's crazy. There's no way. I'm sorry. Like, there's certain lines you don't cross, and it seems like no matter what that line is, he's gonna cross it, because fuck it. The lols, the funnies, it's just crash out shit that I don't get. Why is it so hard to just make content that doesn't involve being a piece of shit? Like, you need people to hate you? That's what you want in order to get money? It's not good money, it's blood money. It's gross money. It does nothing. You can't have friends. You can't have a life. People don't want to fuck with you. How is that fun? You get a little bit of money, but you're alone. And then when situations like this happen, no one feels bad for you. You're stuck in another country. You may end up homeless, and no one cares. And you may be in a prison system in another country, and no one cares. Why? Because you showed everyone else that you don't care about them. So why would they care about you? Like, that's...
Mopsy, as a joke. Yeah.
So he jokingly threatened to rape somebody?
So how do we know if it's a joke or not?
Like, that's online, like, streaming stuff, and I don't know if it's a threat because he said that you should get by Somalis.
I feel like he just proved to the world he's about as intelligent as a loaf of bread, but let's keep going.
I would take care of my safety first, right? But at the same time, like,
right, but taken to the logical conclusion,
doesn't really endanger my
right, but taken to the logical conclusion.
Didn't you just get your ass beat last week? Didn't you get your ass beat though?
I did.
Right.
So how did he not put you in danger then?
He did, but that wasn't supposed to happen in a first world country like Korea. You know,
why wouldn't it?
That would happen in Mexico, basically.
What? No. If you go to a country and you mock their culture, don't be surprised if you get your ass beat. That is a universal thing.
Talk shit, get hit. What do you mean? Talk shit, get hit. I'm not one for violence. I've said this before on this channel, that at the end of the day, I'm only going to ever resort to violence in the case of words, because I don't believe it should happen, but if there is circumstances, in the case of words, it would be against my mother, against my sister, and against my wife. Those are the only three circumstances. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. Say something about my homie, that's y'all two situation. Unless you're bringing a group into it, then I'll jump in. But as far as anything else, no. But yeah, talk shit, get hit. If someone else feels like you could call someone else a bitch, that could be enough for them. That could be enough for them. And if that's enough for them, fuck it. If they're going to jump you for it, okay, talk shit, get hits. Like, it's a universal rule. Every language knows it. So I don't understand the confusion.
How is this not clicking with them? But they do ask him what Johnny has been up to. And by the way, this interview happened before his trial was officially delayed.
Where's Johnny now? What's he up to? Is he doing okay? His trial's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, Johnny's doing all right, but he's not with me right now. But
yeah, because everyone knows where you live.
Yeah. So, like, my location's, like, compromised, so I'm not going to keep Johnny here, you know?
Wait, right, obviously. But do you still hang out with him? You have, like, meals with him? You have pizza with him? You eat, what, jajangmyeon with him? What do you do with him?
I talked to him about a couple legal cases because he is a witness to that aggravated assault, and he's a witness to like stalking, all that, you know.
Yeah. So do you eat with
And
him or
I'm
what?
also a witness to those cases. No, not really. I mean,
okay.
if I eat with him, that's gonna like compromise his safety too. You know.
So what's your take overall? Is he f***ed in your opinion, or is he going to be okay?
Well, they're trying to make it political, and
Sure.
you know what happened to my case because they made my case political back in.
I don't know if it's political, dog. He's well, I don't know. It's an interesting one. Maybe they want to try to make it a little political, like, hey, this is why we don't like tourism from different types of countries. Maybe. Maybe it could be kind of fucked the way they're trying to spin the narrative. It could be. But one thing that I was taught by my grandma, rest in peace, one thing she taught me is one thing you don't want to do is give people a reason. Right? And what she meant by that is there's always going to be people that are going to want to talk shit. There's always going to be people that's going to want to spin a narrative. There's always going to be people that's going to try to make things up about you or try to form or take facts about you and try to spin them to make you look like a terrible person. That's going to happen. The one thing you can do is not give them a reason. Don't give them ammunition. Don't give them shit. If they want to sit there and shoot blanks, let them go off. But don't ever hand them ammunition and then get mad at them once they have it. Like, that's it. You know? So, yeah, maybe they're making it political. Maybe. But you're the one that decided to go to this country and be disrespectful as shit to everyone around you and end up in the situation where you are at now. So,
in East Texas, I got right.
But that was from American government, not Korean government.
Yeah, but like Korea has like much, I would say, more lenient sentencing than the United States. So Johnny's probably not going to go to prison. He's going to.
Oh, you think he'll be let go?
Either let go or like at most like pay some fines, you know? Because I mean, what did he do that was like felonious?
What do you mean he didn't do anything that was felonious? Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, I have an entire list on one of my past videos of every felony this guy's committed. And that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So there's probably more as of right now. National Security Law, Anti-Terrorism Act, Business Obstruction, the Deepfake Incident, a crime of insult, defamation, an act of assault, Narcotics Control Act, and finally, a misdemeanor penalty act. Johnny's clearly been speedrunning the Korean Penal Code, and Hank is out there asking, what did he do that was felonious? And by the end of the interview, they ask Hank if he knows where Gino is, and even though he responds that Gino went from Korea directly to Japan, there's a lot of people saying, hey, that's not even true, considering, you know, his last post on social media. But back to the Johnny situation. Apparently, he's got a new phone once again, and he started messaging on his Discord one more time. And this time, he seems to be considering a real comeback in his career. If I come back to streaming, I don't know where he'll be at this point. I honestly should have never been banned from Kick, but that's in the past. I feel like this might be the first message from this guy where he realized he ruined his own life. Because clearly,
I don't even know if I don't know. I think you're being too charitable here. What are you talking about? All he said is, I shouldn't have been banned from Kick, but that's in the past. He's not even taking accountability for his actions. I don't think so. I don't know if he's acknowledging this shit.
It doesn't seem that jail time phases him. What does seem to phase him is not being able to live stream. And now that's become extremely hard for him with all of his bans. And then you have all the legal implications from Korea on top of that. But Johnny has uploaded some VOD on his old stream where, I guess, when he was back in Japan in 2023, but that's really not that relevant to this situation right now. It's not like he's uploading new content from Korea onto his Rumble, as of now. But as I mentioned earlier, the problem for his comeback is he managed to get banned on essentially every single relevant streaming platform. So his comeback, even if he goes all in, it's going to be very hard to find him because
no shit.
He's banned.
Yeah.
And obviously he made a new YouTube account, but if he starts streaming on YouTube again, it won't really last for too long considering he's already been banned on YouTube once before. He's also bragging about the title of world's most controversial live streamer on his new YouTube channel. But Johnny's main problem is he's not even controversial, he's just universally hated. But if you want the full story of how we even got here, you can check out this video here, or you can check out this one that YouTube's recommending to you. And
there's no videos. There's no videos. There's no videos, Atozy. What are you doing? No, but that was a good video. This motherfucker has 66 subscribers. I got 38. Why? He doesn't even do anything. But it's okay, guys. Listen, that was a good video. At the end of the day, if he ends up going homeless, going to prison, or being stuck in a country that he cannot return from to his home because of his dumbass antics, that's on him. Look, if you're trying to make it into the content game, it can be hard. Trust me. Like I said, 38 subscribers. But at the end of the day, just be honest and be genuine. Be upfront with the content that you're making, like I'm being. Just let people know who you are and be yourself. Don't be a piece of shit. Don't try to do anything ragey for content, and just give honest, upfront, quotes of you. Just you. I appreciate the love and support, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will make sure to put videos myself. Hopefully they're popping up here. If you like basketball content or drama content. And I'm going to go ahead and probably take a nap. I'm probably going to take a nap because I am tired because I've been recording all day. But love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I will go ahead and talk to you later. Peace out.